A happy new year to each and every one of you. It's that time. It's time to choose the winner of the Abbott World Marathon Majors World Tour competition, powered by Marathon Tours and Travel. Liz, this to me is just mind-blowing.
I mean, it's the opportunity of a lifetime, and it's going to be so hard to choose just one. Aubrey, I know that you were tempted to throw in a submission there at one point, but unfortunately, we do need to give this away to someone else.
Absolutely. It would be a bit funny if I won, but I have to tell you, I've stood on countless start lines, 7 marathon start lines, and I felt nerves. I felt all the butterflies. And I have to tell you, the way I'm feeling right now is probably worse than that. And I have to think, for the one person that's going to win, this is going to be a life-changing experience.
Absolutely. 7 marathons in 2 years and travel covered. I mean, say less.
Yeah, I mean, it's a daunting task. We've had, I want to say, over 500 applications. Instagram's blown up. And then to narrow that down to 10 between you and me, eventually 3, and then eventually the final winner. I just want to take time to, first of all, thank anyone who took their precious time to produce these videos, because some of them have touched me in ways where I've appreciated marathon running in ways that maybe I haven't done before, but just the level of effort, the level of quality we have seen. I want to say thank you to everyone, especially those that may get to the top 10 or 3, but still don't get chosen as their winner. I just want to say thank you.
Rest assured, my heart will ache when we have to just choose one at the end, because
Absolutely.
Even trying to narrow it down to 10 has been really, really tough. And it's been hard to choose which stories we want to put forward. But like Aubrey said, such impactful stories, so inspiring, and really excited to meet some of these people soon.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Today, Aubrey and I are going to choose our top 10. And Aubrey and I don't know who is in each other's list. So
Right.
we each chose 5. And
Right.
I'm interested to see what Aubrey chooses. What about you?
It's a lot of work. I mean, like I said, over 500 entries.
Yeah. So today we're going to go through and choose our top 10. And then in round 2, we will then push to shorten that down to 3 people who will then be interviewed by Aubrey and I in the final interview stage to hopefully then choose the final person. How does that sound, Aubrey?
Absolutely. Let's get to it. Let's do one each.
Okay.
If you show us your first one, and then I'll then go to my one.
Okay. We'll start with mine. I'm going to show you my first pick.
Okay.
Hi there, I'm Paula. I'm a 26-year-old immigrant from Ecuador living in the melting pot of the world, New York City, and this is why I deserve to go on the world tour. I look back 12 years ago and I see a kid full of dreams in her South American country with a picture of Times Square in her room, dreaming of one day being able to visit that country. And I will be lying if I tell you that the majors have been my dream since I was that kid, because I wasn't even a runner back then. But if there's something I know, is that this sport and the majors is something bigger than running.
Oh, hold on.
I was surprised. Did this not make your list?
I know. So just when I saw bigger than running, it kind of hit me
had-
there. So well done. All right.
When we're all running, we're all the same. And as long as you have 2 working legs, sometimes you don't even need 2 working legs, because I've seen it happen. As long as you can run, you can connect. Because at the end of the day, it's our world. Let's run it.
How does that not tug at your
All right,
heartstrings?
fine. Yeah, do you know what? Everything she said is, I feel like it's my story.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not from England, migrated here. Yeah, good job with that one. No, it's a good selection.
One. It's a good one. Okay. Your turn?
All right, fine.
Hey y'all, my name is Brittany
Oh my
Scott.
gosh,
I'm
I
here in
chose this
Washington,
one as well.
DC.
Wait, you got it on your list?
Selecting you for the World
All right, there
Tour
you go.
Because I'm deeply passionate about getting more Black women into distance running, endurance running, and marathoning. This past year, I was able to run Marine Corps and go sub 330, earning a spot on Ted Corbett's honorary list for Black American-born women who go sub 330. But I'm on a mission to go even further, get faster and stronger as a runner. In addition to that, I'd love to use this story and my platform to really inspire other Black women in the sport and to even wade into the sport of marathoning, so I can be surrounded by other people who look like me at the start line of the race.
I love just like the concept of showcasing people who look like you on the start line. And I think that that's something that's really, really impactful in the world of running.
Absolutely. The other thing is, I'm a girl dad. And being a girl dad now, I didn't realize how ignorant I was of things of gender imbalances, someone who's going to just speak to that directly.
Yeah.
I thought that was bold, and just definitely needed to be considered.
Yeah.
All right, over to you.
Hey, you, I'm Kat, also known as Kiki. I'm originally from the US, but as of this week, your girl has gone global. From Austin, I moved to Seattle to cover the Pacific Northwest as a community rep for New Balance. And most recently, I've moved to Milan, Italy to pursue a degree in fashion, brand marketing, and communications in an attempt to bridge luxury and sport fashions to best serve the growth of women's
Hold on. Is that?
That is Gabby Thomas.
Oh.
sports. I started my 6-star journey a few years ago, shortly after losing my dad to COVID and my aunt to pancreatic cancer. I've since run Chicago, Berlin, New York, and even qualified and ran the Boston Marathon this last year. And that was really special because I grew up watching it. I promised myself and my angels I would finish these 6 stars. This is my official application for the World Major Marathons World Tour. Thank you so much for considering me, and ciao, see you at the start line.
I just thought that her story was so cool, and just like going and studying, to try and help the women's space and like luxury and brand and all of that. And yeah, casually hanging out with Gabby Thomas as well.
Just chilling, Gabby Thomas. One of the things that I found really hard to balance, and I'll just say it so it's out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
We want to give this opportunity to someone who is appreciative, who's going to be grateful, who's going to still have the fire and excitement that they had when applying for this thing next year, and it's still going.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. The second thing is I tried to balance out, how do you balance between someone who is that, but has ran 5 or 6 of the world majors already and just looking for that final one, versus someone who hasn't yet.
That's true.
And so those are some of the things in terms of the criteria and my own sort of battles on who do you give it to that I had to kind of wrestle with. So as you see my selections, hopefully that kind of thinking plays out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Tiam, and this is my brother Rio, and we race as an inclusive duo.
Oh, hold on. I just gotta say, I'm gonna play it. I just gotta say, this one here moved me to tears. I won't even lie to you. The first part of the video, I was like, okay, no, this is strong. And then they cut back to when they were younger and still doing what they're talking about now. It shared a certain authenticity. Hold on, let me stop yapping.
Rio is a person with disabilities, and we do inclusive racing, and that's our way of racing around the world. This world tour wouldn't be a race for us. It'd be a message carried across continents. And inclusion shouldn't be inspirational or motivational. It should be the norm everywhere. That's why we believe we should go on the world tour. Yay!
2 things that I noted about what she's saying. There's no I in what she said. It's always we. It's together. And it challenged my thinking. And I'm sorry, just me being honest. There's certain things that are exceptions, So inclusion, you almost have to think of it as the added on thing. Whereas she's challenging that thinking and saying, actually, no, we just want it normalized. Some people are able, some are not.
Yeah.
Some people, and it's just a standard thing. And I just love how she shared that message.
This got me.
Now, people viewing this won't see all of what we just saw, They won't have the luxury of watching all of the videos we've seen. But I have to tell you, man, there's some parts of these videos that just challenge your thinking. Like, I've got 2 kids. Those 2 little things won't play together as nice for as long as I'd want them to be. Whereas these people are sharing these, honestly, just impactful moments. You get to see the kiss at the end, and you're getting to see them grow up together doing this. It just felt wrong to not have him here. Yeah. I think any world marathon major, any of them, would be blessed to have these 2 on their start lines.
Absolutely.
Let's move.
All right.
Okay, this is a once
Hey, hold on. Yeah.
opportunity.
So wait.
My last video.
Yeah, I've got this man in mind.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Got this man in mind. There is 2 types of videos we're seeing.
Yeah.
I think there is the people with these big stories that just hit you in your face, get you to reflect about your own life.
Yeah.
You then have the creatives. people that have spent time to show the creative, the art, the storytelling of what the spirit of this competition is. And this guy stood at the top of my list for some of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought this one is super moving.
Yeah.
So let's hit play.
All right.
So this is officially my application, and let me tell you why I believe I'd be the perfect person for this role. To me, running and exercise is one of the most powerful tools that I've seen. I work in disability, and exercise is a way that I can change someone's life. Every single day, I get to hear inspiring and amazing stories from truly incredible people who have to overcome obstacles that we can't even understand. And I believe that every single person has a story worth sharing. Doing these marathons, it's not just about myself. It's not just about me running the events. I want to share the stories and get to know the people doing these events to showcase what truly makes a marathon so special. The people, the culture, the community. Immerse myself into the world of running, and I have all the gear necessary to tell some pretty epic stories. Instagram, TikTok, and now even YouTube, I'd be able to showcase this spirit to the full extent and what makes these events truly special.
I think, just being able to like watch that and smile and knowing that you could definitely trust him to go to every single world major and tell probably some of the deepest and most moving stories, but in a creative way, in, multiple formats, which is something that we are looking for.
Absolutely.
But like you said, we have so much criteria that we kind of have to, weigh out which is more important. But I feel like this one kind of ticks a lot of boxes. So
I've got nothing to add to that. I think perfectly said.
On to you.
All right.
Only 1% of people will ever run a marathon. Only a fraction of those will become Abbott World Majors 6-star finishers. But I'll get to that in a second. For my first marathon, I went from this to this. Want to know my secret? I'm not special. I'm just a guy who decided to start running. You just get out the door.
And when it becomes a habit, everything falls into place.
And one day, you may decide that you want to earn this. The 6-star finisher medal. That's my dream goal. And that's why I'm making this video. For the Abbott Marathon Majors World Tour Contest. Why should it be me? Well, I'm already packed. And like I said, I'm just a regular guy. If I could do it, you could too. Wish me luck. Oh, you're still here. Well, here's a bonus for you. I'm also a writer. So if I win, I will write a book about my 6-star journey. Cheerio.
That part. I like how he threw that in there at the end, when in fact, that's probably his main distinguishing difference from all of our applicants.
Absolutely.
Also, he's already packed.
Yeah, that is a good point.
You can't ignore that. We don't want a guy to just pack in vain, So
I'm not sure that's enough shoes, though.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout. All right, over to you. Yes.
We sent this one in the group chat, just so everyone knows.
Yes.
This was sent in the group chat. And I think that this one was like so hard not to put in.
Yes.
But we'll hit play.
Wait, how many?
Yeah, I was sorry. We're just going to pause it there because Aubrey, you've run 7 marathons. I've run 11. He ran 128 marathons in 128 days. So I think the concept, or I guess the criteria of needing someone to run 7 marathons over the course of 2 years, I think this guy would tick that box.
And you know what? In so doing, he raised, 100,000 pounds. But it's his story too. And I like how he presents his videos. So simple, but so effective. Not cuts, not edits, not, like if you watch my content, I'm busy with the transitions, making all sorts of jokes. But what he does, he shares it with a sincerity you can't fake in such a simple way. But as you say, 128 marathons, 128 days. It's just a bit more than I have done.
Yeah. what I love about this competition is that it is for just anyone.
Yeah.
Like you don't, I mean, yes, we need you to run the 7 marathons, but it could be anyone in the world.
Yeah.
And yes, there are people that have had incredible stories, incredibly moving, just like this one, but they are just also everyday people. And it's
Absolutely.
just like, I think that it's such an incredible opportunity, but it's also just showcasing, incredible humans as well at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The meanings behind these videos, man, it just floors you, Like for you as a randomer running New York City Marathon might just be, I ran New York City Marathon. What this means to him, New York City specifically, it's that strong meaning behind it. Yeah, this moved me too.
Yeah.
This moved me too. No, it's a good pick.
If you're wondering why I should go on a world tour to run all of the Abbott World Marathon Majors, don't just ask me, ask them. Because I never run alone. 2 Chicago marathons, 5 marathons and counting, and still chasing the rest of my World Marathon Major stars. My mission is simple, to make the start line feel possible, and to show that the real story happens when you keep moving forward. I know how to tell a story, and telling the story of completing all 7, maybe 9 World Marathon Majors would be the privilege of a lifetime, not just for me, but for everyone running alongside me.
And the 2 reasons why I picked this one, the first one was she got other people to answer the question why she should do it.
Yeah.
Everyone else kind of says, oh, this is why I should win. And I liked that. The second thing, she says in there, I want the start line to feel possible. Like I do this, I run, and I'm known for doing this. And even I've been kind of made to feel less worthy or undeserving of the start lines, and I'm known for doing this. What about that person that's just started running, that might feel paranoid for one reason or another? To have someone who's going to advocate for the possibility of just getting there, for me, and doing it in such a positive and smiley way is why I chose this one.
Yeah, it's such a great one.
Yeah. Over to you.
People don't expect a mom of 2.
Okay, hold on.
to
This one actually really made me cry. So I might tear up again,
Yeah.
but
Keep the cameras on me for this one. Keep the cameras on me.
I'm a marathoner, I'm a half Ironman triathlete, and I'm a Down syndrome advocate. But before all of that, I'm a mom. Most of my runs don't start with motivation. They start early, after sleepless nights, between nap schedules, therapy appointments, and real life. Running isn't how I escape motherhood, it's how I show up stronger for it. My daughter Wembley changed everything. She taught me that representation matters, that being seen matters. I want her to grow up knowing that her body, her abilities, and her dreams all belong in this world. That belief became Wembelieve, a nonprofit supporting athletes with disabilities. Give me the world tour, and I'll show how running connects us across the world.
I think it was the poster specifically that got it for me. Extra chromosome, extra fast.
I like that.
But I mean, I think, and I'm not even a parent, but I think that mothers are incredible for one. Mothers who run are extra incredible. And she is just, I mean, her story's amazing. And it's not just that she has children and she runs, but now she's also created this organization to help representation for, kids like hers, which is just, extra special.
And gets you to open your eyes to things like, oh, hold on. It's not just this running thing, but it's running when you're running a household, you got children, and children then have these certain challenges. And like you said, she's then set up an organization to help with their agenda, so. All right, so this is my last one. And we've talked of big stories. This is one of those.
Is it possible that running can change your life? I thought it already had, but then I received this email. Abbott World Marathon Majors are offering the greatest prize in the history of running. A place in every major. So in order to win, you have to answer one question. Why should you go on the world tour?
We should have just picked this guy to do the intro of the video. He's done an excellent job of highlighting what's going on here. Possibly the biggest prize in running history. You know, if you run marathons, if this is your thing, honestly, I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah.
So to answer that, let me tell you a bit of my story. This was me at 30. 10 years of insufferable gut pain, toilet runs, bleeding, fighting inflammatory bowel disease, countless hospital stays, one major surgery. And yeah, this bag, it saved my life. And I'm the fittest I've ever been. I'm a runner with a stomach bag. What would you do if you lost your colon? Would you give up or would you lace up? I went from barely walking to running marathons, one step at a time. A slow walk turned into a jog, turned into 42 Ks. Now I'm chasing sub 3-hour marathons. Some will say you lose your vitality in your 30s. I'm here to run and move for those who can't. Because I too am in the hospital bed, losing hope. I'm building this community for runners, for people who are fighting illnesses, those who need resilience. And that's why I love running. Because when I run a marathon, I just don't see a race. I see thousands of people choosing and honoring life. I truly believe I deserve this opportunity because I can represent why marathons matter to humanity. I know health is fragile because I have 2 life goals in my adult running career. One, to be the first Ostomate to run all 7 majors. Under 3 hours. Also, nobody knows about this one, but make the world record for the fastest person with a stomach bag running a marathon. Life gave me a new opportunity and I want to make the most out of it. Wait, so you have autoimmune conditions, so you're going to do this with no colon? That's the reason why I want to do it. So please, World Abbott Majors, help me make this dream come true. I promise you that being able to move is already worth celebrating because this dream is bigger than running.
Is that 2 videos now?
Bigger than running. Do you know what? This is overcoming anatomical challenges. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is bodily function and him having to overcome a challenge that many people would sort of just falter to. The second thing is, there is that as step 1. But his level of performance having, what do you mean sub 3?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The pace you have to run at that. And obviously he ends it with it's bigger than running. He knows what he was doing. He knows what he was doing. But I have to tell you, that story hit me so hard simply because of where he is despite the challenges.
Yeah.
And he said, you either give up or you lace up. I was like, you know what? Yeah, we definitely need him in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we watched 10 incredible stories today. We were moved, we laughed, we cried. We honestly could probably sit here and watch them all day long, but unfortunately we had to cap it off at 10. I mean, we now have an even more monstrous task coming.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
what incredible stories.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know we've said this many of times. Please, please, please feel encouraged that you submitted amazing videos, even if your video is not then selected to the next phase. Because as Liz has put it, these have just been magical videos. Magical stories, and in some ways have even challenged our thinking towards what we're doing personally. So yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So stay tuned because in the next video, we are going to be shortening this list even more, which you can watch Aubrey and I pull our hair out over.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for the next video where we're going to shorten the list down to 3, and it's going to be a hard task.
Absolutely.
But I'll see you there, Aubrey.
All right.